We start with our Newsmaker segment and take a look at the Guadalupe Centers in Kansas City, their long history, their upcoming centennial celebration, and of course, Cinco de Mayo. Joining me is the Guadalupe Center's longtime CEO, Chris Medina. Mr. Medina, welcome to Ruckus. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
So tell us how the Guadalupe Centers got started. What's the origin?
Sure. Back in the early 1900s, there was a shortage of laborers on the railroads. World War I had been going on for some time. A lot of young men had gone to fight, and there was a problem finding laborers on the railroads. As a result, Santa Fe Railroad and the Burlington Northern went down to northern Mexico and to Texas to recruit laborers. Mexico had been in a civil war for about 11 years as well. So then a lot of people from Mexico migrated to the United States. In fact, during that period, there was about 1 million people who migrated to the United States. Within those numbers, large numbers came to Kansas City. I think back in 1919, there was close to 15,000 that had moved here as a result of jobs on the railroads.
And so the Guadalupe Center was designed to provide social services and some help for those people?
No question. It was a settlement house for the Mexican immigrants who had come to Kansas City to work on the railroads. And it was very tough for them. You know, one, they didn't know the language. Right. Two, there was a lot of discrimination. A lot of people, when they first moved here, in fact, when the families first came, a lot of them were living in boxcars. It was very difficult for those families. And then they didn't know the culture. And as a result, the center was started. The Catholic Diocese, there was a women's club from the Catholic Diocese called the Amber Club, who reached out and started to provide a well baby clinic and social services for the new immigrants.
You tried to help these people assimilate into the U.S. culture.
That was the whole process.
How many centers exist?
Well, today we have about 18 different facilities that we operate our programs
And doing what kind of work?
Well, what's ironic, we still do services for immigrants. We still work with immigrant families. We still help.
But not just Hispanic immigrants?
No, we do not. We serve, in fact, within our catchment areas, we serve whoever qualifies for the programs, so that varies from program to program. We'll serve so we've identified 7 neighborhoods in the northeast area of town, as well as 7 neighborhoods on the west side, Westport area, where is our primary emphasis. But I'll give you an example. Our preschool at the Penn Valley College, we'll serve over 30 different zip codes in enrollment with kids at that place. So
and you do some health care, I think?
No problem. Yes, we do. And we do outpatient counseling. We do some teen pregnancy intervention, working with young mothers. And so, that's a big part of what we do as well.
And you're funded by various government funding and some private sources?
Correct. We have federal funding, state, county, city, as well as a lot of private foundations here locally, nationally, and corporate contributions.
So you're having a centennial celebration this year, and May the 19th, you have an event at the main library in Kansas City. Talk about what will take place.
Sure. The center's history, it's very rich, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't know the history of the Latino, specifically the Mexican community here in Kansas City. Our history is the history of the Mexican-American community in Kansas City. We'll have at the Public Library on the 19th an exhibit that will be on display for a year. It's being prepared by UMKC History Department. It will also have a traveling component so that we can share that with other school districts as well as have people come to visit our sites. We're archiving a lot of our information. We have some of it already housed at the Public Library, and with the new stuff that we're archiving, we will hope to have all of that completed by early next year. Besides that, we're going to have a number of activities that we're going to unveil for this weekend for Cinco de Mayo.
I want to ask you about Cinco de Mayo, which
Sure.
is probably a holiday, if in fact it is really a holiday, that is celebrated by all ethnicities, all races. What are we celebrating?
Well, actually, it's the defeat of the French army in 1862 by the Mexican army. And what it was significant was because at that time, the French army was the strongest in the world. And they were trying to overtake Mexico. And they did for 5 years. In fact, after that battle, they were still in command of the country for 5 years. Eventually, they were ousted. And Maximilian, who was the emperor, was executed. But that was significant, the fact that they could defeat these people.
You're going to have some events at the various centers on Cinco de Mayo?
That's correct. We're going to, at our main facility, which is located at 1015 Avenida Cesar Chavez, we'll start with the sneak peek on May the 3rd. We're going to have opening exhibit of some of the display material that we're going to show at the library later in the month. We're going to have a unveiling of a mural, the first phase of a mural that we're putting at the main building of people who have contributed significantly for the growth and development of the center. And the third thing is we've got a series of videos that archive our history. One that deals with the history, another that deals with the education, one with youth services, the cultural activities. I mean, the center's got a rich history. And the first fiestas were held in Kansas City were in 1922. There was also fiestas at the Country Club Plaza. A lot of people don't know that, but that's been documented. Those were in the 30s.
All right, sir, got to stop you there. Out of time. Thanks very much. Good luck. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you.
All right. That is Chris Medina, who's CEO of the Guadalupe Centers. Now let's meet the panel and start a ruckus.